And for the first time since we've been here, this is the first time I've seen the sun in an Icelandic summer. Yeah. All right, we've arrived in Iceland. We are getting the camper van sorted. So 8 days of adventure awaits. Is he ready? So we drove 8 hours to Seattle because it was cheaper to fly direct from Seattle. 8 hours on a plane. It's like 2 a.m. back in Idaho or something, 3 a.m. But it's like 1 p.m. in Iceland. So getting situated, van situation. It's the kids' absolute favorite thing ever. They're running around in this park. We're gonna do a little downtown Reykjavik, and then Blue Lagoon, and then see if we can find a campsite. Which in Iceland you can't book ahead, which I love. You just show up, first come, first served. I like that. And here we have giant Christian shrine / Viking altar. I don't know, but it does look super cool. We are doing pulled lamb hot dog. I gotta admit, it's pretty good. It's like cabbage in there, some sort of cream sauce, and like crispy fried onion rings in there. So good. Apparently they are filming some sort of movie scene on the street. Two matching lizard bros. So, a little bit jet lagged right now. Drinking some coffee because our reservation at the Blue Lagoon is like 7 p.m. So, been awake for like, I don't know, 36 hours-ish, kind of. That's the joy of travel, right? Adrenaline bangs it out. Management's not here at the campground, but they're very chill here. They're like, show up, find a spot, pay later. I'm gonna leave a couple chairs and a table in our spot when we pull out, so hopefully it's still there when we get back from the Blue Lagoon. 'Cause like, those guys back there did the same move. Yeah, right there. We're gonna do that move. That's the move. I'm just wandering around drinking coffee, looking at everyone's campers right now, because why not? All right, friends, travel pro tip from Mr. G. If you're an American and you have T-Mobile or Verizon, you get into a country and it's like, for $10 a day, you can get 2 gigabytes and unlimited talk and text. That's a huge ripoff, right? So I'm here 8 days. That cost me $80. I went into just a gas station in Iceland. They sell SIM cards at almost all the gas stations. I was able to get Vodafone SIM card for approximately $15 US, 5 gigabytes, way cheaper than using your roaming through whatever your US-based plan is. So there's your Mr. G pro tip right out the door. And that works in almost every country that's not North America. Now, also, North America is not a country. Don't judge me for that. Oh, these Unimog campers for when you need to go anywhere. So this RV right here, we were gonna upgrade to this one. This is the I Want to Survive the Apocalypse special. Yeah, only about 10 grand a day. Look at this thing. You couldn't even see me. Barely come up to the Mercedes emblem. Next up, Blue Lagoon. Gigantic spa slash, if you look back there, massive geothermal power generation as well. Everybody feeling fresh and clean after the Blue Lagoon? Yeah. I'm really glad I did that facial mask. I look like, what, 10 years younger, right?
Totally.
Also, my hair grew back, right? That's what it said. That's what it said in the brochure. It's a warm summer day in Iceland. We're on one of the gnarliest coasts, so it's loads of shipwrecks. Gonna drive by a lighthouse and go walk to a volcano. Let's do it. Turns out lava stopped flowing yesterday, and it's super foggy out there. You win some, you lose some. Well, since we couldn't do volcanoes that were erupting today, instead we're doing Iceland's version of Yellowstone. Bunch of hot geothermal waters, and these geysers pop off like every 10 minutes. So you don't have to wait nearly as long as you do for Old Faithful. And I was late on the draw, but just imagine that erupting and, you know, you're good. That's right, it's waterfall time. Don't ask me what this one's called, because I don't know. All right, folks, we are at the Gullfoss waterfall. All right, everybody, Mr. G back with more Iceland pro tips. So Iceland's lovely. You can go to their website. You know, they have a whole travel website. Put in how many days you're going to be in Iceland, and it will generate customized itinerary for you. However, the word customized should be taken with a grain of salt because, you know, if you're doing the ring road, which we are, 8 days around the island, you're going to be noticing a lot of the same characters the whole way around. So we're here early August, which is peak season, which is Icelandic summer, late July, early August. Summer also should be taken with a grain of salt. The weather changes really, really quickly here. You should always check weather.is for the latest updates on winds, and weather. But you're going to see a lot of the same people because it is a little bit crowded on the ring road. But that being said, Iceland crowded is nothing like, for example, Yellowstone Park or Glacier Park crowded. Other couple things you should think about if you're going to be doing the camping route. Fuel's expensive. Right, we went with the high top van, which, hey, that's great. It's diesel. It rains a lot, and it's got a diesel heater, which is great. So we can warm off and we can dry all our wet clothes. Because did I tell you it rains a lot? But for example, I think I just spent like $60 for a quarter tank of diesel. That's for about 2 days worth of driving. So if you're going to do a bigger high top van, you're probably going to be needing to budget like $45, $50 a day for driving, maybe a little more. So going with a smaller, tiny car like that one with the pop-up tent on top might be the way to go. You can do even smaller. I mean, there are people bike packing, and there are people just with a little tiny car and a tent in the back. However, I think the advantage to the pop-top tent on top of the car is you're not going to have to be setting up a tent in the rain and putting away a wet tent. I think every day we've been here, it has rained on and off probably 15 to 20 times. Sunny, rainy, cloudy. So just be prepared for that. All right, I need to go see yet another waterfall. So I will catch up with you guys later. What are we on? Day 2? Day 2. Obligatory waterfall shot. Also, I lost my family. You see these small children and a beautiful lady wandering around? Yeah, me neither. Day 3, everybody. It's Glacier Day. See this huge valley? All the rocks tore up? Yeah, that all used to be glacier. Recognized that from when I did Everest Base Camp like 12 years ago. There's no more glacier there anymore, but you can see where it used to be. It's a wild place. Also, very, very wet. I knew it was going to rain a lot, but I think I underestimated how much. Fortunately, it took a break of 20 minutes to stop raining, so I can get you this footage. All right, is it day 3? It's day 3. We are at, I can't pronounce it, Glacier, which is like most of the things in Iceland. Yeah, take a look at it. You can see, obviously, it's way back there and used to be, you know, all the way down here. Like so many glaciers all around the planet, but it's still there. Let's go check it out. All right, we are checking out Glacial Lagoon. We're about on the southeastern side of the island. Yes, baby G.
I see a little tour boat in there.
Cool.
And they're going through there. And why is it going so fast in there?
Oh, I guess they're going somewhere, aren't they, kiddo?
Look, Daddy, come on.
All right, I'm coming.
Look
You know,
at that tiny little boat out there.
pretty rad.
Poor Daddy.
Yeah?
It'd be one of those crusher boats where it tries to crush the ice.
Yeah, I think that was a little tiny for an icebreaker, but I see what you're thinking. You know, one thing I'm learning about glaciers that seems like common sense, more when we were at the last one than when we were here at this lagoon, but the cold just radiates off these things. You know, it's like they're giant ice cubes or something. Pretty wild, though. Pretty wild. Gotta go check out Greenland sometime, except I'd be cold the whole time. You know, I was thinking, you know, it's gonna be summer. I'm like, it's gonna be cold. It's gonna be in the 50s. But when you have 50 degrees, windy and wet a lot of the time, yeah, it's cold. The famous Diamond Beach. Maybe it has more diamonds in wintertime than it does in summer. It's glacier blood. Some seal.
I love this.
All right, day 3 still. We're in Hoffen, southeastern Iceland. And for the first time since we've been here, this is the first time I've seen the sun. in an Icelandic summer.
Summer!
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't call it warm, but the sun is indeed out. Thanks, appreciate that. So, yeah, we're gonna see if we can curve around the island.
Wait, is that the
tomorrow.
FBI? No, they're after us.
The FBI's after us? Oh, that's not good. What did you do? What'd you do? Don't get YouTube worried. Dad's gonna get banned. It's no good.
No, you're not gonna get canceled.
Good morning, everybody. It is day number 4. So day 3, you're doing glaciers, and day 4, fjords. So we're gonna be driving like 6 fjords today, heading to the capital of the north, Iceland, which I said totally wrong. Is what is known as an Icelandic road hazard, aka sheep. First thing the guy at the rent-a-car place told us is, just watch out for sheep, he said, to quote, sheep's assholes. Alright, we are heading to northeastern Iceland today to look at some puffins. We got some traditional sod-roofed Icelandic homes. This is the only one, though, that we've seen our entire time in Iceland so far, and the only one in this village still in its original state. These were a lot more popular in the early 1900s. We have discovered the elusive puffin. They are adorable, not gonna lie. What do you think about these puffins, kiddo? They're so cute. Alright, so they only come here to breed. And where do they spend the winter? Have babies. Yeah. Do you have a puffin? Let me see your puffin.
Oh, you better not drop.
These derpy little birds are adorable. And they've turned this entire hill into just a bunch of little burrows. Day 4. We just got back from the Vox Spa. Very nice in Iceland, which I'm sure I'm pronouncing it correctly. Your pro tip for today, camping Iceland, is unless you plan to stay here like a month, do not do the camp pass, because this thing has only worked on 1 out of the like 5 or 6 campsites that I've inquired about. So far, big giant fat waste of money. But the gas discount thing on the back, yeah, that was okay.
Camper van, you got the best one.
What do you like about this camper van, Baby G? You've been in it for like 4 nights now.
It has a top bed where you can sleep, and then this one can turn into a really nice bed and a bench and table.
Uh-huh.
And there's a nice one here, and there's a seat in the middle of here, and Mom and Dad get a great seat that's bigger. And there's windows you can see.
Uh-huh.
And a slide door.
Are you upset that you're not in a 5-star hotel?
No.
Right.
I like, this is like a 5-star hotel, but you can drive around in it and like go to nice places instead of staying in one hotel for the rest of a week.
I think that is a great reason to do a camper van in Iceland instead of staying in a hotel in Reykjavik the whole time. Well said, kiddo. Good day, everyone. It's day 5. We are firmly in northern Iceland, looking at waterfalls, lakes, geothermal. We just went through some of the driest, most barren country I've ever driven through. You'd think it was Inner Mongolia. The northern half of Iceland, way less rainy, way less precipitation than the southern half, because you get a lot of that Atlantic current jet stream bringing in a ton of moisture off the Atlantic, but only in the southern part. So let's go have a look at some geothermal stuff. I'll say this for this place, it's the perfect spot if you need to let a silent but deadly fart, because the whole place smells like a Bangkok truck stop. Sulfur and ammonia, real smelly.
Rotten eggnog.
Rotten eggnog. Do not have this be your lunch/picnic stop. One of the things that you're going to notice about Iceland is they have a crazy amount of off-road vehicles. But why? So in Iceland, it is actually illegal to go drive off-road, but you will see crazy amount of Toyota Land Cruisers with absolutely gigantic tires. And the reason for that is 80% of the island is uninhabited and has absolutely garbage roads, known as the F roads. Now, for tourists like us who are just doing the ring road, we're not going to need to worry about that. But if you want to drive into the interior, well, you're going to need a ridiculous off-road rig like that. So at this campsite, they just threw in a random ropes course.
Daddy, it's really cool.
That way your children can fall into the 20-degree water and freeze to death right before bed. Hey everybody, it's day 6 in Iceland. We deviated from our Icelandic government issued itinerary because day 6 didn't look very exciting, so we skipped ahead to day 7. So we're on our way back towards Reykjavik. We won't get all the way there. Try to do some ice caves and lava caves. Can't really tell from this video, but it's like a 3,000-year-old extinct volcanic crater, similar to the one you see behind me. Still bummed we missed the active volcanic eruptions at the beginning of this trip by one single day. But can't win them all, right? Waterfall 352. I think I found an all-wheel drive Sprinter van to rival that of my neighbors, only in Iceland. Check this out too. You can automatically deflate the tires for more traction and reinflate them with a built-in air compressor. So cool. Good day, everybody. It is day 7. Final full day in Iceland, as we need to get sorted and get out of here at some point tomorrow. So we're gonna start off day 7 doing some ridiculously long cave, which is gonna be ridiculously cold. Let's do it. Baby G is ready to do some caves. Alright, we made it to Gleimor Waterfall, the highest waterfall in Iceland at 190 meters. Next is to decide whether Mrs. G wants to hike all the way up, ford the waterfall, and then come down the other side. We'll see what we end up doing. Good morning, everyone. It is our final day in Iceland. Day 8. We camped in Reykjavik last night. The Reykjavik campsite. It's like a big giant hostel with a parking lot. We're gonna check out the museum maybe, wander around downtown Reykjavik a little bit more, and then return this van and get on a plane. And then we'll be wrapping this trip up.